Hey guys, it's Katie. First off, I just gotta say a massive thank you to all of you watching this, because after my video where I basically begged you guys to tag me in memes to help me stay hydrated, you guys did that. I don't think I've been this hydrated my entire life, because when you guys tag me, I legitimately do take a drink of water. I feel so hydrated. So I've been reading some articles recently on relationships, because we all know that we go to our Facebook feed nowadays and really it's just clickbait articles, things along the lines of 7 signs you're in a terrible relationship, the top reasons that couples fight, how to know if your relationship sucks, how to know if your relationship is great. Basically, just everything's about relationships because the internet is obsessed with relationships apparently. But I actually, funny enough, stumbled across an article that I agreed with, and what it was saying was that the #1 reason that most couples fight or break up is because of unmet expectations, and I could not agree more. Pretty much any disagreement or hard time that I can think of with David has usually been because I have put unrealistic expectations on him. And girls, I don't mean to be mean to us, but honestly ladies, we do this so much. But you know what? I don't actually think it's completely our fault. I think that we have been immersed in a culture that is so saturated with throwing these expectations at us that we just adopt them without even knowing we have adopted them. For instance, I'll start with chick flicks, because honestly, I'm not gonna bash chick flicks completely. I mean, I love me a good chick flick with like some chocolate and a glass of wine. It's just the best night ever. But I can think of so many movies where the whole storyline is this bad boy or this guy from the wrong crowd or this guy who just isn't really living up to his potential, and then he meets this girl, and because of this girl, his grades improve, he has motivation, he gets the job, his relationship with his parents improve, he helps that kid in class that he was being mean to at the beginning of the movie, and his entire life becomes amazing because he just needed her to save him, to bring out his soft side. He just needed a woman's touch. This woman fixed him, and now he's the best version of himself. He got into the best school. He got this amazing job, and even while he's doing this entire thing and living his life and enjoying everything, he still finds time to remember that that girl was the reason he is the amazing person he is today. That girl, he always goes back and takes her out for a nice date. He makes the time to make sure she feels pampered and loved and amazing, and it's the most beautifully woven, amazing, heartfelt, barefaced lie being shoved down our throats. I love chick flicks. I love these stories. You watch them and you're like, dang, that girl's awesome. She helped this guy and it's just so wonderful. But people's real life relationships are being hurt by these expectations that we're getting from Hollywood or from movies or just from the things that we're seeing in magazines and stuff. The problem is human nature. There's a reason these things are so successful, because companies play on human nature, and human nature says that women typically are very protective. They're very mothering. They want to fix people and help people and make people the best version of themselves, which is why we eat these movies up. We love seeing these stories where the girl helps the guy and brings out the best in him, because that's what we want. We want to help people. This is why girls go for bad boys. We think, I can fix him. He needs me. We love being needed. And so when we see someone and we're like, they need me, I can fix them, we're just sucked into it. And it's not good. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you this, and you might not like this, but it's the truth. You can't fix him. If he's a jerk, don't date him. He's a jerk. Don't date jerks. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. You can't make someone who is a jerk not a jerk just by loving them enough, okay? They might become not a jerk later on in their life for different reasons, but it's not going to be because you magically dated them and changed their entire life and then their GPA raised and they became an amazing, heartfelt person. And I just want to say that as much as I'm talking about girls trying to fix guys, it also happens the other way as well. I'm just a girl, so it's easier for me to talk about it from a girl's view, you know what I mean? You can't fix him. And another huge factor around unrealistic expectations and unmet expectations in relationships is dates. It's like we think that if he hasn't bought out every single rose store in the near vicinity for rose petals to surround the room with this beautiful decoration for Valentine's Day, or if he doesn't take us to a nice expensive restaurant a certain amount of times a month, or if he doesn't want to ditch his guy friends every single time you want to hang out, it's like he's done something wrong. Why doesn't he understand romance and being intentional and putting extra effort in? Girlfriend, it's not that he's unintentional. It's not that he doesn't have feelings. Let's go through these things one by one, shall we? If he doesn't go all out on Valentine's Day with decorations and things, this does not mean that he's not feeling. It probably means that, one, he might not have enough time. He's probably a working guy who's got a job. He might not have time to decorate a room with rose petals. It's also very expensive. Two, if he's taking you out to a nice restaurant that's like super expensive for romantic dinner often, that that might mean that he's super bad with finances. Fights over finances is also a top reason for failed relationships. And if you have a guy that's not good with his money, that's not a good thing. I don't care if he wants to lavish you with gifts. He also needs to have a savings account. 3, if your boyfriend doesn't want to hang out with you all the time, it doesn't mean that he doesn't care about you. It is so important that even when you're in a relationship, you have close friends of the same gender, because the truth is, as much as you want to be everything for him, you want to save him and help him and fix him and I just want to love you. Like I've already said, you can't do that. You can't be everything for someone. If you are, it becomes like an unhealthy relationship, and that can just be a whole other set of crazy. Yeah, if he's never hanging out with you because he's always out with the boys, then yeah, that might be a problem. But if it's just, once a week or once every now and then where he's having a guy's night, let him have a guy's night. That's a good thing. And there's always the factor of if you're with someone who really isn't intentional and putting no effort in and just not a great person, then why are you with them? Relationships are what you make them, and they're wonderful and amazing, but you have to put effort in as well. You can't just expect someone else to do everything to make you happy, because no other person on this planet is going to be so amazing that they make you happy every single day of your life. Yes, you might love them and they might make you happy, but there's also days where you don't like the person that you're in love with because they're being stupid, because there's days that you're stupid. I tell you guys not to be stupid and make bad decisions, but you all know that you don't listen to me every single day. I don't listen to me every single day. Anyway, this is getting out of hand. Before I go, I have to say a massive thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Unmet Scholar. If you haven't heard, Unmet Scholar is an online college that helps you get your degree online. Thanks to their Unbound program, you can save so much money by doing courses with them online, and then you can take credits that you get from them and transfer them to a different school of your choice if you ever decide to go to a different institution later. And because it's online, you can do classes from the comfort of your couch and even do some college courses before you go to college so you can get a head start. If you go to getunbound.org/Katie, they're gonna give you a free degree plan showing how all of this could work for you and all the money that you could save, and we're literally talking about thousands of dollars saved here, people. I know so many people who have done courses through Unmet Scholar, and I've had such a good experience with it. I've seen it in the comments here, I've talked to friends about it, and it's just such a great program and organization. So I absolutely recommend it. Go check out the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Here is my social media, and there is a subscribe button somewhere and a video somewhere. It's very cool now for us YouTubers with this whole end screen thing. It makes my job so much easier. You can just click and do whatever you want. I don't need to tell you to do anything. Just do what makes you happy. Alright, until the next time I see you guys, have a great life. Don't be stupid or make bad decisions. Bye! I need to drink more water.